stated something that made you just a little uncomfortable, right? Maybe the butterflies are starting to go in your stomach a little bit. Maybe you're a little nervous, whatever you want to call it, a little anxiety. You're kind of out in this other circular area. So just everybody step back into this area. It's kind of in between that orange rope and then this webbing right here. Okay? So this is where we're stretching a little bit. It's that stretch zone. Okay? And then if there's something that maybe you're asked to do in life, or something that you are perhaps trying to overcome, perhaps a hurdle of some sort, that really over the top for you puts you into that panic zone, that would be back here. So everybody kind of step back, physically step back so you know where that place is at.
How's the angle of this camera?
Behind the orange. Okay? So, comfort zone. I like to also call this the green light. You think about it like a stoplight. This is green, this is go.
Red light, green light.
This is
yellow.
Or the yellow zone. This is the stretch zone. We might still have our foot on the brake a little bit, hovering a little bit. We're not real sure. We're stretching, we're growing in this zone. And then back here's kind of the red. It's like, put on the brakes. I don't want to go there. This is where, like we talked about a little bit last night, this is where we're really not learning too much anymore. We've gone beyond that point of stretch into the kind of the red zone or panic zone. Make sense? All right, here's what we're gonna do. All I'm gonna do is just make some statements. I'm gonna just read off some statements. Please just move yourselves physically wherever in the circle you feel like you personally should go. It's not your group, it's not others necessarily, it's just who you are and your comfort level.
So that goes with being honest.
And we're good. And remember that this is a continuum. So right here in the center is like the ultimate. I got it. And then this might be a little bit less. And then this is more of a stretch, panic. Right? Alright. You guys good? Your level of comfort with trying something new. Your level of comfort with eating healthy.
Wow, eating unhealthy. Even better.
Will, step back, Will.
No judgment.
Your level of comfort with doing something active every day. Sports, walking, running, whatever you define as active every day. Cooking a meal for your spouse or significant other or family member. Sticking with personal, healthy habits. Hosting a dinner party for a group of 4 to 6 friends.
We're losing a ball.
We'll get it.
We'll get it.
Two of them.
Ruben's the ultimate man.
No judgment.
Alright, what I'm going to encourage you to do for these next few till the end is try to do this without judgment. Try to do this silently. Trusting another veteran with a personal story. expenses and personal budget. Picking up the phone to call a friend.
I'm kind of bad at that.
Debating over a controversial subject. Leaving your house to do something social. Setting a personal goal and sticking with it. Seeing it to the end. Asking for help. Trusting a civilian with a personal story.
There's not enough room.
Offering help to someone in need. Taking life less seriously and having fun.
That's 2 questions.
Alright, let's go ahead and bring it in. Gonna stand near that webbing again, right on the outside of it. What are some observations you made while we were doing this activity?
Everybody's got a wide range of comfort levels. We're not all the same.
Who else has a comment, an observation?
Some people have the exact same on one and the exact opposite.
So we had some differences as well.
Some were spot on, and other questions were erratic.
Seemed like everybody doesn't trust civilians with personal stories.
Okay. Good observation. What about the question about trusting a veteran? Personal story, right? Almost the 180-degree opposite for most of us. What other observations did you make about yourself or the group?
We are super quick to help other people, but a little bit further out there when it's time to help ourselves.
I think there was more people outside
Help others.
Right on in there, right? Right on in there. Now, I want you to think about this with that particular statement. And you don't have to share, but I want you to think about it. I did not say help others that are veterans, nor did I say help others that are civilians. But what I said was help others. Okay? Think about that. A couple other things I want you to think about, not necessarily answer. I want you to just think to yourself and kind of ahead, answer these questions rhetorically to yourself. Was I honest with myself in how I moved with the statements? Was I honest with myself how I moved with the statements that were asked? Okay. Just think about that. Second one. Did I find myself spending more energy watching where everyone else moved and less energy on where I needed to be in the circle? Just think about that. Alright? Just something to think about. Let's go ahead and reach down, grab a hold of this webbing right here. Kind of walk this around this way so we can flatten it out a little bit. So keep rotating it around and it'll come back around. I'm going to do it real quick. Just walk it around. Alright. So a little bit ago, this is just some old climbing webbing. And a little bit ago, we just used it as a marker.
Still a kink.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we're solid. There's going to be a couple twists in it. It's no big deal. So a little bit ago, again, piece of climbing webbing, old piece of webbing, down on the ground. All we were using it was a marker of some sort, right? We wanted something to look at, basically, and to help with our activity. No big deal. It was like super loose. It wasn't really worth anything at all other than that. It had one job and it did it. Okay? Now, we pick this thing up.